You bring in your new dog home. Let's talk about training tools. This will arguably be the most confusing, complex, and controversial decision you're going to make about your dog. It shouldn't be, but it is. So I'm going to break it down into shorter videos where I cover a few tools at a time. The variety that is available is so vast. I can't cover them all. I'll cover the ones that I am familiar with, that I have used. I'm going to do my best to stay objective about all the tools, and I've done research on both sides of the opinion for each tool, and give you the good and the bad and how it functions for our dogs. Now, one thing I want to say about training tools, and this is probably not popular at all with a lot of trainers, but I want you guys to make your own decision. So a lot of trainers have very, very strong opinions on specific training tools. They're just tools. They're not good or bad, ethical or unethical, punishing or not punishing, aversive or not aversive. They're simply tools. The majority of these tools work by applying pressure from the leash to the dog, wherever the tool is fitted. So the head, the neck, and the body. Depending on your dog, that's where you want the pressure to be applied. So if you have a dog that has cervical or spinal problems, you don't want to use the head or the neck. If you have a dog that is an escape artist, you probably want something more substantial around the body. So I want to go through those, but please understand, regardless of what you hear on social media, YouTube, all that, regardless of what you read, there is virtually no scientific studies or evidence on any tool other than the e-collar or remote trainer, and even then it's extremely limited. And I'll cite my sources. I'm not going to play that game of, well, the science says. No, I want people to know. And if you read through all the studies that have been done, using e-collars, and what they were trying to determine is what type of training worked best. And it was discovered that positive reinforcement is the most effective way for most dogs. We already know that. But the other thing, the most common component other than or consensus of opinion is they need more research. They need better testing. They need to have more thorough research and studies done on these tools. So if someone says the science says, look into it yourself, because they're to my knowledge, as of yesterday when I did the research, there's no science that says this tool is always bad for every dog. This tool is always good for every dog. Okay. All of our tools originally were used in a more punitive manner because our dogs were more utilitarian. They weren't our companions and our pets and members of the family. They were, just assisting with a job. And that's not to say they weren't treated well, just that's their history. Every breed was generally bred to make our lives a little bit easier and safer. As time went on, now we've got our dogs that sit on the couch and watch TV with us. Some sleep in the bed. We share our food. We take them places. And so the tools, while they have not changed a lot, the way we utilize it has. And that's the key. Okay? Like I said, every tool applies pressure. And I'm going to show you as we put them on. But the amount of pressure and the way we apply pressure and when we apply pressure is very different. That's where you can take any tool and turn it into something really positive and reinforcing, or very aversive, punitive, and reinforcing, including the all popular clicker. Okay, there have been people who have taken the clicker, and when they marked, it meant something aversive to the dog. Okay, so tools are just tools. So that's where we're going to start, and I hope you'll join us, and I hope this helps give you information to make an informed decision for what's best for you and your dog.